fire in Gaza and the release of Palestinian prisoners.
Fox's Tom Rigotti. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
It's not every day that you buy a house. And if you're only going to experience something like that 2 or 3 times in your entire life,
there are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
You have 3 area school systems closed again today. This is because of icy roads in those outlying areas. Polk, McMinn, and Meigs County school systems are again closed today. They've been closed all week long, and so that is why those side roads, those outlying roads, still ice covered, and so that is the situation. Of course, a reminder: all of our area school systems and government offices will be closed on Monday for the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Holiday. This severe weather update brought to you by Insurance Incorporated. 704. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Visit LoganThompsonLaw.com. The Cleveland Daily Banner and the Chattanooga Times Free Press reporting a Bradley County court hearing to determine whether Aubrey Preston will continue as emergency conservator for his father, Forrest L. Preston, has been postponed. Chancery Court Judge Jarrah Bryant rescheduled the hearing for March 3rd, allowing time now for mediation among the parties, which we understand is going to be happening next week. Aubrey Preston appointed emergency conservator in November, alleging that his 91-year-old father, founder of Life Care Centers America, suffering from dementia and experiencing abuse, neglect, and financial exploitation. The claims target Forrest's wife, Kim Preston, and her siblings. And the lawsuit states that Kim acquired millions of dollars in real estate and cash gifted by Forrest Preston, and in fact, whose net worth is estimated at $1.4 billion, one of the richest people in the world. As a conservator, Aubrey can only make routine business decisions with approval, it's actually in concert with the Life Care president and CFO. Also in our news this morning, Cleveland Mayor Kevin Brooks delivered his State of the City address on Thursday to the Cleveland Kiwanis Club. And by the way, that is on mixtv.tv. He talked about growth, financial achievements, and public safety improvements. Brooks credited the Cleveland City Council for balancing Cleveland's budget and moving 95% of the city's debt to low fixed rates, allowing key projects to proceed without raising taxes. Mayor Brooks said public safety remains a priority. There's 11 new police officers and 8 firefighters added in 2024. Infrastructure improvements include the completed revitalization of Edmond Street and plans for the 3rd Street Corridor project, which will streamline downtown traffic by removing 10 stoplights. Additionally, Paula Parkway will undergo a $2 million repaving project fully funded by Chattanooga Gas and the state of Tennessee. The mayor said the city continues to grow industrially, ranking 3rd in the state for new manufacturing jobs in 2023. Cleveland Parks saw upgrades, including a new Greenway Nature Park at the former Rolling Hills Golf Course and state-of-the-art pickleball courts at Tensley Park, which are expected to boost sports tourism. And looking ahead, the mayor projected or highlighted projects like the redevelopment of the Cherokee Hotel, which will become City Hall this year, Improvements along 25th Street, including expanded sidewalks to improve pedestrian safety and connect to the Cleveland Greenway. And Bridget has a note here. If you're having trouble sleeping, watch the address on mixtv.tv.
No, I would never say that.
It's terrible. That's just awful. Bradley County Board of Education met last night, and the board recognized as a board of distinction Carolyn Ingram, our friend who represented the State School Board Association. Of course, Carolyn, longtime principal, and now on the Cleveland Board of Education, came over and made the presentation to the county. Director of Schools, Dr. Linda Cash, celebrated Ocoee medal success in girls wrestling. Brooklyn Swisher and Macy Goins won state championships in their weight classes. We had them in earlier. Alyssa Blackwell, state runner-up. Sadie Swisher placed third. And you can go back and watch the meeting on mixtv.tv. And here's an interesting state story. This is, when you have to raise the amount of money for a political campaign that you do nowadays, we start paying attention earlier. Senator Marsha Blackburn has gained support for a possible run for Tennessee governor. Knox County Mayor Glenn Kane Jacobs, of course, Glenn Jacobs was a professional wrestler, as many of you know. Kane, he was the Undertaker's brother, according to the story, who may have speculated, it's not right, who many have speculated might run for governor, posted on social media, he has now endorsed Marsha Blackburn. That's a big deal in state politics. That's a big deal. Calling her, quote, outstanding in her current and past roles. So, folks, a lot of people around the state thought that Glenn Jacobs was going to run for governor. There have been other names floated, but this about Senator Blackburn is somewhat of a surprise politically this morning. Axios Tennessee, federal and state officials, Axios reports, federal and state officials have been making calls in support of Marsha Blackburn's potential candidacy for governor. She's been a senator since 2019. Governor Bill Lee's second term ends January 2027, meaning Blackburn would have to vacate her 6-year Senate term should she run and then win the gubernatorial race. Very interesting political story. Of course, we're on the cusp of the inauguration on Monday for President Trump, and we've got a lot of Cleveland people going to be up there. Going to be, Bridget, the coldest inauguration in 40 years.
Yes.
And one of the largest crowds they're anticipating. So,
yeah, it is going to be very cold. I was actually checking on those temperatures yesterday.
All right, let's get a check of the streets while you check temperatures for whatever reason in Washington, D.C. Thank you.
This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford is kicking off the new year with their annual winter trade-up event. Big discounts on Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and pre-owned vehicles. North Lee Highway or donledford.com, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning, and as we take a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate is looking good so far this morning. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland, efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, excuse me, it's time for a Hardy's Wake Up. As we bring you the very latest from our friends at Hardee's, bacon lovers rejoice. Hardee's one-of-a-kind maple bacon snack pack for on-the-go snacking. Cherrywood smoked bacon prepared in-house with caramelized maple, sugar, and spices. And everything nice, I guess. Hardee's, goodness in the making. And ladies and gentlemen, I can guarantee you that there is a Hardee's near you this morning. Get a great breakfast with our friends at Hardee's. And, hey, Sheridan, do we have those new coupons? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you were looking forward to winning some combos and new biscuits, Sheridan forgot to pick them up.
We can give them away as an IOU.
Well, you think so?
Yeah.
You think Nicole would go for that?
Sure.
All right. Well, I tell you what, okay, that's fine. If you want to try the new maple biscuit at Hardee's, let me describe them for you. So these are brand new at Hardee's, and we want our audience, because The Lord knows you people deserve something. Of course, God knows you're taking everything you can get. These are warm, fluffy Hardee's biscuits loaded with maple flavor, drizzled with icing. If you want to try, be one of the first 5 to call or text right now. We're going to give away 5 of them right now. Now, folks, this is a lesson in faith. So in faith believing, 423-614-6499. Call or text right now. The first 5 will get to try the Hardee's new maple biscuits absolutely free of charge. We'll come back in a moment.
Hardee's is adding the goodness of maple flavor to our menu. For a limited time, Hardee's is adding the rich goodness of maple flavor to our handcrafted favorites. For a sweet spot in your day all day, maple makes everything better, especially at Hardee's. And now enjoy breakfast till noon every day.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Did you know that a large number of student athletes vape, thinking it will give them a boost in performance? But you can't play if you can't breathe. Escape the Vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
Call USS. Today's YMCA is not the YMCA you remember. Our equipment is top of the line, where unfamiliar meets familiar. Our tech is elevated, enhanced by a team member that knows you. New spaces, friendly faces. We're committed to helping you feel your best. From high-energy workouts with friends to me time, to quality time with family, the Y is where you belong. Our welcoming team will help you reach your wellness goals. A new year, a fresh start. Begin again at the Y.
Spot job offers. All positions are available first and second shift, $18.85 per hour. Benefits available on day 1. So we're going to be there live tomorrow from 10 to 12. That is at Whirlpool here in Cleveland.
Tennessee Valley weather.
Today's best mix and best variety, Mix 1041, streaming worldwide on the Mix 1041 app. Download at mymix1041.com. Here's Roger Pickett of Mermaid Mattress admitting mistakes.
As much as we try, we still make mistakes, like making beds with skip stitches and last year's covers.
Right now, you can save as much as 57% off on a host of Mermaid mattresses where you'll find your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Partly cloudy skies, a high of 56 and a low of 42 this evening. We'll have rain developing after midnight tonight. For tomorrow, cloudy skies with occasional rain showers, a high of 51 and a low of 34 tomorrow night. And then on Sunday, cloudy skies will hit a morning high of 38 and temperatures will fall throughout the day. The low Sunday night will be 11 degrees.
What?
11.
Good Lord.
Yes.
Why?
Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 24 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air radar, things are looking great out there.
The new voice of the Vols, Mike Keith. Bob Kessling, who?
No.
Mike Keith will join us as part of our 7:30 sports this morning, and he's all pumped up and excited about it. And we'll have Bradley Central High School Barretts in Orlando, Florida, at the IMG Academy. They're playing the number one team in the nation today at 4 o'clock on ESPN Cleveland 101.3 and MixedTV.tv. Thanks, Gwen Schroyer and the Bradley Bear Network for making that possible. And we're going to be teaming up with Gwen on that. And that'll be on also, well, I said ESPN Cleveland 101.3 and MixedTV.tv, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Moser Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Lonely road, take me home, take me home.
Maybe a little chilly start to the day, but much like goodness, Clay, yesterday. I mean, I was honest to goodness regretting not playing golf yesterday.
It was the perfect day to be outside. We ended up hitting 58 here in Chattanooga, and compared to what we've had really for much of the month of January, yesterday was a really nice day, and today's going to be similar. So if you missed it yesterday, you got another chance today. Temperatures, yes, are cold. Everyone's at or below freezing, with the exception of Blue Ridge, still hanging on to 33 degrees. Likely to see these temperatures drop a few more degrees before the sun comes up, and then we're going to shoot back up into the mid to upper 50s. I wouldn't be completely surprised if someone hits 60 degrees across North Georgia, or maybe even here in Chattanooga as we get into your afternoon. High pressure still building in, but we're going to have a front that's going to start to form all across the southern plains. That's going to bring us some rain later tonight, but for the first part of the day, really most of your Friday, we're going to stay dry, and then late tonight into Saturday morning, that's when we're going to track our next round of rain. So enjoy the weather today because it is going to be beautiful. Here's a look at 6 o'clock. So still dry, a little bit of clouds starting to move in. Notice your timestamp here, about 11. Here comes the first of the rain, and we're going to have several waves moving through during the overnight. Now, not expecting anything severe, but there could be some heavier downpours, maybe a rumble of thunder. Rain continues through the middle of the morning tomorrow, and then we could have some additional showers during the afternoon, but a bulk of the rain is going to be done by the time we get into the afternoon on Saturday. So Saturday morning, going to be pretty wet. The afternoon still going to be dreary, but temperatures will gradually start to drop late Saturday into your Sunday as that cold front passes off to the east. So the latest rainfall totals likely to be around 1/2 inch. Some areas could pick up a little bit more, some a little bit less, just depending on where the heaviest rain sets up as we move into early Saturday. But of course, the big story on everyone's mind is going to be the bitterly cold air on our way. Now, still monitoring the potential for winter weather at some point next week. Very cold air mass going to be in place, but it looks like the storm track is going to be further to the south. And what that means for us is we have a better chance of staying cold and dry. So here comes that Arctic air. It's going to begin moving in on Sunday, and Sunday temperatures are going to drop very quickly. We're going to continue to see that Arctic air penetrating further to the south as we move into early next week. By Tuesday, that cold air and Arctic high pushes the storm track into the Gulf of Mexico, or suppresses it for us. So if this cold air didn't surge quite this far to the south, we'd have a better chance of seeing that storm track a little further to the north, which would give us a better chance of winter weather. But as of now, and again, this can still change, but it looks like that most likely scenario Tuesday into Wednesday is going to be a southerly tracking system, which means we would generally be cold and dry, and there would be winter weather in some very unusual places. So let's take a look at our storm track. This is the European model. So as we get into your Monday, dry, cold, area wide, and then we're going to have the system starting to develop off the southeast coast of Texas. And look at this, blue breaking out near Houston, and by the time we get into Tuesday afternoon, there's a potential it could be snowing in New Orleans, Jackson, Mississippi, Houston, Texas, and this is going to slide right along the Gulf Coast. So you don't see this every day. It's happened before, but it's very rare. New Orleans, Mobile, Alabama, and look at that. Yes, that is the potential for some heavier snow coming down across the panhandle of Florida, as we get into Tuesday evening, and then this turns into a coastal system for the Carolinas, and maybe even getting
roads are still iced over. That is in Polk County, Meigs County, and McMinn counties. Those systems are school systems are still closed. Now, all school systems in this area and government offices, for the most part, will be closed Monday for the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Bradley County Board of Education met last night. We'll have an update. Also, Cleveland Mayor Kevin Brooks' State of the City address at the Kiwanis Club where many Quadians are still there at the Elks Lodge. Been there all night, Bridget.
Oh, really?
So,
Okay.
Trying to wake up. Anyway, and then this would be described as a political bombshell in the state. This is big news. There's no announcement here that Senator Marsha Blackburn, who I don't know anyone who predicted this anyway. I'm sure a lot of people knew about it. That there is a big move that she's going to run for governor, and that Glenn Jacobs, Kane, and the WW used to be a WWF, now it's E. Kane, who's really Glenn Jacobs, mayor of Knox County, is now endorsing her. Now, there was a lot of people in a lot of circles in this state who thought it would be, the governor, like they used to have Arnold Schwarzenegger in California, but he'd be body slamming everybody. No, he's endorsed Blackburn. Now, let me be very clear. Senator Blackburn has not announced anything. And Governor Bill Lee's term is up January 2027. So that's, of course, the 2026 races. So anyway, very interesting.
It is, yes.
So I have already put a request in for Marsha to come back on.
I'm sure.
Been a while.
She can make the announcement here.
Be fine with me. Hey, everybody make your announcement. I don't care if you're running or not. I don't care if you're running or not. I just want you to come on and make an announcement. Just come on in. Let's check our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's happening?
Happy birthday to State Representative Kevin Raper today. Also, our friend Aubrey Spangler celebrating her birthday today. Casey Masingo also celebrating a birthday today. Lyle Swartzel is celebrating today. His wife Seema sent that in to us.
It's nice of Seema.
Yeah.
He forgets her birthday every year.
No.
Seema, I can't believe that's how kind. I love Seema Swartzel. That's how
Yes.
kind she is. She's proud of her husband. I don't know. She's the one.
Yes. And then their son, Joel Swartzel, is celebrating on Sunday. He's a teacher at Cleveland High School, the men's and women's soccer coach. And so Seema sent that one in as well. Yeah.
Wow. What a big weekend over there.
That's right. Dr. Nancy Blank is having a birthday tomorrow.
Dr. Blank, that is Allison Pryor's mom, and has done an awful lot for education here locally. And, of course, Dr. Pryor's wife, and wonderful, wonderful woman.
All right. Robert Thompson is having a birthday tomorrow.
Objection. Robert Thompson doesn't age. He does not age. It's unbelievable.
And then Eric Gardner, volunteer Ridipest, celebrating on Sunday.
And in honor of all the pests that Eric kills, we're going to spray some pesticides on him for his birthday. Is that right, Beth Gardner? That's what I hear.
Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they've been helping their customers make their dreams come true since 1903. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
Coming up, we'll announce the winners of our Hardee's Maple Biscuits. So we gave 5 packs away, and we're doing it in faith because we don't have the coupons here.
An IOU.
Yeah. Hey, we're used to that. Trust me. It is 726, Mix 1041, MixTV.tv. Very privileged. We're going to be joined by Mike Keith, the brand new voice of the Vols, is going to join us here in about 10 minutes, and he's ready to go. Voice of the Titans, about 27 years, and understand your husband's a big fan.
Yes, may need to be a restraining order there.
Hey, Brandon, he's on the phone, okay? Anyway.
He's very excited about that.
I guarantee a lot of people are. A lot of people excited about Mike taking over for what's his name? Wait, I forgot.
No,
who's the
our friend Bob Kessling.
Kessling. That's right. Kessling. I got to remember that. Well, of course, he's still doing basketball. I mean, if he heard me say that, he would break my knees.
Yes.
Anyway. Maybe Keith will be nicer to me. We're going to get off on the right foot. Kessling's horrible to me. So maybe Keith will be nicer.
You deserve it.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford is kicking off the new year with their annual winter trade-up event. Big discounts on Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and pre-owned vehicles. Northley Highway or donledford.com, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. As we take a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras, the interstate is still looking good this morning. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. Exciting changes are happening at Southland Finance. They're still here to offer the same services they always have and so much more. You can call or stop by their Cleveland office located at the corner of Peerless Road and 25th Street. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Check out the great deals this January at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
Welcome to Infinity of Chattanooga with an expansive inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Infinity products. Make sure Infinity of Chattanooga is on your list of places to shop when it's time for your next vehicle. Sporty coupes, comfortable sedans, and spacious SUVs. Infinity of Chattanooga has it all. Shop online at infinityofchattanooga.com or take a test drive at Infinity of Chattanooga, just off I-75 at the Lee Highway exit.
This is Roy Michael Roman with RMR Legal PLLC, Cleveland's newest hometown 24/7 law firm for all your legal needs. Give us a call at 423-528-8484.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight.com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go.com? Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world, and I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hi, my name is Everest, and I'm from Walker Valley High School. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Field. Thank you, Jonna.
Hey, Jonna, listen. So I said that, and then a couple days later, they brought me chili.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say something else here. Ed McMahon, Publishers Clearinghouse, $40 million. Let's see. Sadly, Ed's no longer with us. Anyway, hey, Jonna, everybody at Green Acres, man, they got great chili. Yeah. So I heated that up and had that for lunch a few days ago. And I'm a chili, I'm a gravy, I'm a chili connoisseur. There's a few certain foods that I believe are the crucible of good cooks, or cooks everywhere.
Yeah, everything's good at Green Acres.
It is, but that chili was unbelievable. So I'm still eating it.
Well,
and
good.
They brought me a big old thing. Hey, Jonna, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I text Matt Dillard, and Green Acres is the place to be, Bridget.
Sure is.
There's no
Yeah,
doubt
wonderful
about it.
people.
They really are. And the chili's great. All right, 7:32 coming up. Mike Keith, the new voice of the Volunteers, going to join us here in about 3 minutes.
This weather forecast is brought to you by
Because we haven't done
Aubrey's
the
of
weather,
Cleveland. Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious food in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
Guess this will be a pre-sponsorship. All right, check our Mermaid Mattress weather set, which I've now lost. Weather Center forecast. Just go to Mermaid.
Figure it out. Love your sleep.
Love your sleep. Roger Pickett. I'm now Roger's real estate representative, and I can't even go into it.
Oh,
I
wow.
really can't go into that. Back over to you.
Sunny to
I better
partly
get a commission, I will say that. Over to you.
Sunny to partly cloudy skies today, a high of 56. We'll have rain developing after midnight tonight with a low of 42. For tomorrow, cloudy with occasional rain showers, a high of 51 and a low of 34 tomorrow night. And then on Sunday, cloudy skies will hit a morning high of 38. Temperatures will fall throughout the day. The low is going to be 11 on Sunday evening. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 24 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air radar, things are looking great out there.
It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial Hello Human Kindness. Sports sponsored in part by the Town Squire. New Year's savings now at the Town Squire. Larry and his staff would love to see you. Dress and casual slacks and sportswear. Latest styles by Mountain Khaki, Southern Tide, Pilar, Ballin, Hager, Johnny O. Jeans by 34 Heritage. Come on in. The Town Squire, locally owned and operated for over 47 years. Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland, the home of personal service. All right, Lady Vols got a big win last night over Mississippi State, 86-73 at the Australian Open. Coco Gauff, Tommy Paul, Carlos Alcaraz all advanced. Wrestling, Cleveland High School wrestling over Walker Valley last night, 76-0. We have Lake Forest Middle School played basketball last night. JV girls over Hunter Middle, 38-8. JV boys of Lake Forest over Hunter, 51-12. And then varsity Lake Forest girls beat Hunter Middle, 56-23. Boys over the Hunter varsity boys over Lake Forest, 39-31. All right, very special broadcast today. Bradley Central Barretts will be at the IMG Academy in a national tournament in Orlando. Bradley will play the number one team in the nation. This is Montverde Academy. Montverde Academy Eagles at 4 o'clock today. We'll have it on ESPN Cleveland 101.3 with Gary Oinby. And then through our buddy Gwen Schroyer at Bradley Central High School and the Bear Network, we're going to join up with them and have TV coverage on mixtv.tv. That's today at 4 o'clock. Gary Oinby will call it. Now, Gary will not be in Orlando, although he probably wants to be in Orlando, but he'll actually be here. But so that's today at 4. Fascinating game. Barrett's playing the number one team in the nation. Tomorrow, Saturday, they'll play again at 2 o'clock against Central Point Christian Academy, another national powerhouse. We'll have that TV only tomorrow, 2 o'clock on mixtv.tv. All of our coverage supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. The NFL divisional playoffs begin tomorrow. We've got a doubleheader tomorrow, Saturday, and a doubleheader on Sunday. I will say at the outset, all of these games, all 4 games on ESPN Cleveland, 101.3. So it'll be the, you know what? Before I get into this, let's just bring in the man who knows about all this. Ladies and gentlemen, before I talk about the playoffs, the new voice of the Vols is Mike Keith. Good morning, Mike.
Steve, how are you?
Buddy, I'm doing good, but before we talk about your new job, let's talk about the NFL playoffs this weekend. I was just going into that. Texans.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Texans at the Chiefs tomorrow, 4:30 on ABC. What do you think?
I think the Texans certainly have a chance because of their pass rush and because of what they're going to be able to do to Mahomes without having to blitz potentially. I think that'll be one of the questions for the Chiefs is can they protect Mahomes? On the other hand, the Chiefs' defense is outstanding. Steve Spagnuolo will have an excellent plan for C.J. Stroud. I think the Texans are going to have a hard time winning this game, but the Chiefs have not run away and hidden from anybody this season. They haven't scored a lot of points. So if the Texans can hang in, they might be able to bite the Chiefs, understanding that Kansas City all year long has played with fire and has gotten lucky every single time they needed to. Does their luck run out at any point in these playoffs?
Excellent point. Now we've got tomorrow at 8 o'clock, tomorrow night on Fox, will be the Washington Commanders at the Detroit Lions. Mike Keith, what do you think?
I think Detroit wins this football game. I think Jaden Daniels is a talented player. I think he can give anybody trouble at any point, and he could certainly do it tomorrow night. But I just think Detroit's got way too much for Washington in this ball game.
Totally agree. And then Sunday, 3 o'clock, it's the L.A. Rams, of course, winning in that, as you know personally, all the logistics going to NFL games, moving that to Glendale, Arizona. They win there all over the Vikings, but they're going to play in Philadelphia Sunday, 3 o'clock on NBC.
This one is a real toss-up because the Rams are better than what everybody thinks. Most of us haven't seen a lot of the Rams this season because they just haven't been involved in that many games that have been either nationally televised or spotlight games that most fans would be that interested in. This is a better fundamental team than what you know, and they've got a quarterback in Matthew Stafford who can handle any environment. So I think it's kind of an interesting matchup. I think the Rams could go in there and win. It's really hard to pick against Philly at home, though.
All right, and finally, it's here's speaking of spotlight games, here it is. Ravens at the Bills, Sunday night, 6:30 on CBS. What do you think?
It's the best game. Yeah. I mean, hands down, it's the best game. I think it's for the AFC Championship.
Yep.
I think the winner of this game goes on to beat whoever comes out of the other game next week. The Ravens are the hardest team to stop in football if they're on. If they are on, Steve, nobody's beating them because they can score from anywhere, any way, anytime, and because they do so much of it with the run game, it allows them to dominate in a way that no other team can. On the other hand, you've got Josh Allen, who has had an MVP season, much like Lamar Jackson, and he's carrying a football team that really believes in itself right now. And on top of that, Buffalo has the better defense.
Are you a busy man?
Games that we used to watch when we were kids that goes 35-31, somebody wins it. But yeah, I mean, this is the get your popcorn ready game for sure.
There's no doubt about it. Now the official introduction. Mike Keith is the new voice of the Vols. And, of course, Mike doesn't need a lot of introduction, but I'll give him one anyway. Mike Keith is, I was actually there, joined the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame in 2020, the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame. He's a 11-time Tennessee Sportscaster of the Year. And he was the voice of the Tennessee Titans from 1999 until this year. And then the announcement made recently that he is the new voice of the Vols. And Mike, I equate it to almost like a state government position in Tennessee because it is so important to legions and legions of fans. One of, in my opinion, the best radio network in the nation, the Vol Network, but definitely one of the biggest. Mike Keith, congratulations. Is it a dream job for you, buddy?
Absolutely, Steve, and thank you. It truly is. It's truly a great opportunity to return to the Vol Network, to have an opportunity to be the lead announcer, to sit in the chair where four other legends have sat. I mean, it's without question, it's a dream job and a wonderful opportunity to be able to make the next move and enjoy being part of everything that's going on at this university right now, which just has so much momentum.
Mike Keith joins us, new voice of the Vols, and I'm just reading a little bit here that you were at age 7. Your dad used to take you to the football and basketball games, and of course you attended UT. Tell me when you got hired by John Ward. Tell me about that.
I was 19, and I worked at the campus radio station. I had worked for John on a student TV show called This Week in Big Orange Country, and John had done a really nice job giving students a chance throughout his career. He was known for that. He picked between a couple of us for a couple of roles. My role was to be the assistant scoreboard host with Randy Smith. And I was not very excited about that because that meant I didn't get to go to the games. And so I was like, well, they're like, no, you need to take this job. So I did, and paid $25 a game. Eventually, I think I got up to $35 a game. But that was what Ward did, is he gave young people chances, and I'm forever grateful that he did, for sure.
Mike Keith joins us, the new voice of the Vols, and then, of course, just jumping ahead a little bit here, you in 96, Bud Adams announced that, of course, the Houston Oilers had moved to Nashville and become the Tennessee Titans. But you, I guess, you had a role there in Houston, didn't you?
I did. The last year of the Houston Oilers, we did a pregame show for all the Mid-South affiliates who carried the game. So the radio network had already been set up, and I did a 15-minute pregame show for all of those stations throughout Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky. And that was sort of my break into it. The next year when the team played in Memphis, I had a chance to do the scoreboard show, which I did from WIVK in Knoxville. And then in 1998, I joined the team as a full-time employee and did color commentary for the year we played at Vanderbilt before becoming the lead announcer in 1999.
What are some things, Mike, with, of course, your time with the Tennessee Titans, what are some memories that come to your mind?
Well, obviously, the Music City Miracle is first and foremost. The 10-0 start in 2008. The playoff run in 2019 when we eliminated Tom Brady and Bill Belichick in their final game together in New England the next week, beating a heavily favored Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. All of those things really jump out to me as some of the greatest memories off the top. The other two things that really stand out, having two 2,000-yard rushers in Chris Johnson and Derrick Henry. 2 of the 9 guys to have ever done it played for us, and so that was obviously a great thrill. And then anything related to Steve McNair. That was, he was the ultimate player for us, and I say that not trying to offend anyone else, but I think most everyone who's been around that organization understands that Steve McNair was the heart and soul.
There's no doubt about it. Mike Keith is the new voice of the Vols. All right, Mike, so talk about, as you take on this role next football season, what are if you had a couple of things, maybe a couple of goals, taking over, as I said, this is a extremely important position in this state. What do you make of it? How do you come into it?
Humbly. I think that's the first part of it, is you come into it understanding what the Vol Network, and Steve, as you've described, I think you lay out very accurately what it means to people. So I get it. It's about the Vol Network. It's not about me personally. I'm going to be the lead announcer, and so you're going to hear me the most, and I understand that. But I also understand that from the start, it's taken a team of people, and that's what I was raised in the Vol Network, is there were always a lot of really good people involved. The Vol Network's not broken. We're not going to take it all apart and do everything completely differently. But there are some things that we're going to do to sort of push the Vol Network forward in a way that it's accessible to more people. And, that means kind of shaking up the different products that we offer during the course of the week and being able to help the radio stations that form the network even more and sort of meet them where they are in different spots. And then in terms of the Saturday broadcast, with some of the changes that have happened, particularly with more night games, and I think it's going to stay that way for Tennessee. I think Tennessee's probably going to play 7 or 8 night games a year. You've got to think about how does that affect your audience? How does that affect the radio stations? All of these things will be factors in what we look to do.
Mike Keith, and Mike, I will tell you, buddy, there's a lot of excitement when you were announced in Cleveland, Bradley County, in this area, southeast Tennessee. Everybody excited. Everybody just thought you were the perfect choice. And as Mark Wiedmer said in the Times Free Press, our buddy down there, you're coming home. It's a coming home party. It really is.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And Mark Wiedmer's a good guy, so I appreciate that. I lived for 4 years in Ottawa. When I started going to Tennessee games, we were living in Ottawa.
Oh, wow.
And so, that area means a great deal to me and my experience. And, I can assure you that what Bob has done coming to different parts of the state and spending time with people and making sure that our radio stations are taken good care of, that doesn't change. And that I hope that level of service and that level of commitment to community, that's been a hallmark since Lindsey Nelson, and that's not going away.
Mike, but here's what we need, buddy, from you, and that is Kessling is absolutely horrible to me. He is mean to Bridget. Hey, I want you to meet Bridget Forrester. Now, here's another example of Kessling, and of course he's losing it. But he thinks Bridget's name is Brittany, and I've never corrected him.
Is that right?
Yes. And he comes down here once a year. Everybody fawns over him, cries and everything, and then he gets free stuff, of course. And then, but he's terrible to me. He's horrid to me.
Steve absolutely deserves every bit of it.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
So I'm hoping that you, as a true professional, will come in and be nice to me. I mean, I didn't do a thing to that man.
Oh,
and he's horrid to me.
Well, Steve, I can assure you and Brittany that I will.
There we go.
That I will continue all of Bob's traditions in the way Bob has laid them out.
Oh, no!
I've already set a meeting with him for this morning to get more intel on how things have gone at WCL. and because I just talked about it. We have to follow Ball Network tradition, so I'm going to make sure and do that.
Mike, hey, buddy, no kidding. Congratulations. We are so happy for you and your family and to be working with you. It's a true pleasure.
Well, thank you so much. I'm excited to do it. Thank you for having me on the show, and most importantly, go Vols.
Go Vols. There it is. Mike Keith. Mike, thank you, buddy. Have a great day. Great weekend.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
See you, buddy. Now, that's a good start.
He's great.
No, that's a good start. I hear your husband's all excited.
Oh,
is that
yes.
Right?
Very excited.
Need a restraining order,
yes.
Is that right?
Yes, please.
From you or Keith?
From Keith.
Oh, okay. Don't know we need to call Jimmy Logan yet, or maybe Robert Thompson. Robert's birthday is tomorrow, so anyway. That's
Are you a busy man? Listen to how Direct Primary Care Associates has helped men like Mike Kelly.
I imagine like most men, I have a lot of stuff going on in my life. I'm very busy with my life. And the problem with going to other urgent care places is you could go there and sit, and you don't know how long you're going to be, and I have other appointments that I may have to get to. With this, you know when you're going to be here. I was spending over $70 a month medication through my other insurance. Here, I haven't paid a dime. I haven't had to pay for anything. So just that alone in the last 8 months saved me over $500. And I'm telling you right now, as a man, I know how much energy it takes to even call in and have to get some help, because we don't like to ask for help. But these are here to help you. This is what this is designed for, is to help you.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831.
Look how cute. Our very own baby New Year.
But wait a minute. I thought I was going to be the baby New Year this year.
Dad, nobody wants to see you in a diaper.
Fair enough, but they still got to save money on mattresses in 2025.
Right now, save up to 57% off of last year's models during our New Year's sales event.
But only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Well, we like to think what makes Andrew Johnson make different is the way we work with our community and our customers. We also have a great staff with a lot of experience that we feel like can help you whatever your need is for banking. I love the community of it. Like I said, I was born and raised here. I've seen it grow, and I love our growth pattern. It's just a great place to live with friendly people that just make you feel at home.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Want over-the-top selection and under-budget prices? Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams, all under budget. It's Jeep Adventure Days at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Get financing as low as 0% and discounts up to $12,000. Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams under budget. $12,000 off MSRP or 0% financing on new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokees. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
My name is Mark Road Truck. My job has me on the road a lot. When I decided to get a new EV, it was a no-brainer that Don Ledford is where I was going to go. The selling experience was fantastic. When I made the decision to buy the EV, I had heard concerns of what's called range anxiety. You've got a certain range you can go, and you got to charge up. The Chevrolet app is fantastic, and it really put my range anxiety at ease. I recommend Don Ledford to everyone because they treat you like family.
But if Drake came out at that's over. I mean, what next?
Wouldn't that be something?
They'd stop playing the game. Anyway, let's get a check here at 5 before 8, Mix 1041 Friday morning of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's happening?
Happy birthday to State Representative Kevin Raper today.
Morning, Kevin. Happy birthday, buddy.
Aubrey Spengler also celebrating her birthday today. Casey Masingo celebrating today as well. Lyle Swartzel is having a birthday. His wife Seema sent that in to us. And then their son, Joel Swartzel, is celebrating on Sunday. He's a teacher at Cleveland High School.
Nice if you'd learn how to pronounce the names of the people on the birthday list.
Joel is the men's and women's soccer coach there at Cleveland.
See, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Nancy Blank is having a birthday tomorrow.
She is a friend of education. There's no doubt about it. She is Allison Pryor's mother, and we still get to deal with Allison here, even though she either left or was fired from Channel 3. We don't know. Well, see, now Pat Fuller will beat me all over town.
Yes, she will.
And I saw her yesterday. But no, Dr. Blank is, of course, married to Dr. Pryor, and my goodness, what a lady. Wonderful woman.
Yes. Also, Robert Thompson is celebrating a birthday tomorrow over at Logan Thompson.
Objection. He doesn't look any older. Thompson.
Eric Gardner having a birthday on Sunday. Volunteer Ritapest.
Every year for his birthday, they all throw pesticides on each other. Happy birthday to my buddy Eric Gardner.
Stacy Mullins is having a birthday tomorrow. Erica Miller celebrating on Sunday. And then Carmen Lastoria is celebrating a birthday today.
Carmen!
He is 39.
39 and holding.
Happy birthday,
hey,
Carmen.
Carmen. How's Cleveland? He was bragging, the Cleveland Cavaliers started like 5-0, and he was all happy. And of course, he's a Browns fan.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do about your Browns and the Haslams and Pilot and all of them? Pilot oil. We know Warren Buffett owns Pilot oil now. Forget it.
Okay.
Carmen, we need a quarterback up there, don't we?
All right. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries
Is he still
to
at
us.
Lee, by the way? Let's keep Carmen on.
Yes, of course.
Okay,
He's at Lee. 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number, the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they are with you every step of the way. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
Hey, Logan Thompson Law News update here and a political bombshell. Bombshell. That's why I said on Channel 9 yesterday. Boy, those people are scared of me.
Well, they should be.
Oh, they were a lot more formal than Channel 3, and I like them. I was on the Daily Refresh with Josh Rogers. Good God almighty. That's a whole other nightmare. I got there, and, I'm trying to look professional, and Rogers looked like he's about to go mow the lawn. Well, what are you doing?
Yeah. You're always professional.
Well, I was. But they're young people. Josh Robinson and Sierra Wagner.
Okay.
Sierra's nuts. I was going to tell you. And she said, well, you've got a face for radio. I said,
I like her already.
God almighty. Well, they'll be here Thursday. Don't worry. Well, I think we'll air it Friday morning. They're coming to tape Thursday. Oh, we had a great time there. That was fun. Now, bombshell. Let me get my news voice on now. Now, Senator Marsha Blackburn may run for governor. Wow. So this came out of nowhere. Knox, and here's the thing, a lot of people thought that Knox County Mayor Glenn Jacobs, who was Kane in another life when he was in the World Wrestling Federation, well, he endorsed Blackburn. So a lot of people are interested in this and surprised about this statewide this morning. Anyway, more news. Mayor Kevin Brooks gave his State of the City address this morning. By the way, we understand there are still 7 people there at the Elks Lodge asleep from yesterday, and we need to go, hey, Chuck Evans, go wake them up. Get them out of there. I don't know. Bradley County Board of Education met last night. Why do you write these horrible notes about Brooks?
Just always professional.
I'm always professional. Well, So now Channel 9 was live yesterday, and I can't even talk about 3 because Julie's threatened me 7 ways from Sunday because it's not aired yet. God knows when it'll air.
Can't believe they let you go live.
Oh, man, we were live too. So they come in the green room. They're like giving us a speech. Here's what you say. Here's what you do. This is a show called The Daily Refresh on Channel 9 at 10 o'clock, right before The View. I'll reserve my comments. Anyway, so the worst part of it is they've got a camera in the green room, and they got it sponsored, and all that stuff. So they say, well, here, so you and Josh, so they have their guests stand up and wave at the camera. Honest to God, it looked like a hostage lineup. I mean, these poor old people would get up and wave, and you know me. I mean, my God. So so get up, Steve, and wave. You and Josh. We're talking about ESPN, So I got up and I started and you just feel ridiculous. And why are we doing this? So I just started putting my hand in Josh's face. Well, they start freaking out. I mean, these people, these are like professional, and Josh is freaking out. Oh, no, Steve, don't do that down here. This is professional. And they don't know me, and I knew a lot of them, actually.
Well, they do now, don't they?
And then they put us in these director's chairs. So I had trouble getting in my chair.
No. It sounds about right.
And this is live on the air. I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Do we not have, can Channel 9 not afford real chairs? What am I, Spielberg? It's the director. What am I, Spielberg? What are we? So then, Sierra, she starts screaming. It was miserable.
That place will never be the same.
They're very nice people, but it was miserable. No, we had a good time.
Well, I'm so glad.
It was miserable. It was miserable. And then All right, we got a big announcement with the Chamber of Commerce coming up next. This news update and comment brought to you in part by, Jim Rush Funeral Home. So guess what the segment was right before us?
What?
You know, these are all paid segments.
Uh-huh.
Honest to the Lord, go look it up on their website. Some guy came up with an app for when people are going to die, and it was called Death Clock. That was my lead-in, Death Clock. And you think I mentioned that? Of course I did. So I got to follow, after waving at the camera, I got to follow Death Clock.
Mm-hmm. That's appropriate.
Over to you. By the way, this segment brought to you by Jim Rush Funeral and Cremation Services. Good morning to my buddy Greg Rush.
This Don Ledford Cleveland on-time traffic report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford is kicking off the new year with their annual winter trade-up event. Big discounts on Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and pre-owned vehicles. North Lee Highway or donledford.com, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning as we take a look at the Langley Roofing traffic cameras. The interstate is still looking good. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid-A-Pest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated, Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland. 423-339-3231.
The New Year's sale is on now at the shop that appreciates the customer.
Ready? If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah. You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
Thousands of commercial and residential projects. Family owned with 6 locations in East Tennessee. Call Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
This is Nat Akiona, principal of Cleveland Middle School, where we encourage students.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
For the annual meeting, to be there, these winners will be honored there on January 23rd at the Pie Center. So more on that. We've got our first announcement here of the Varnell and the MC Hedrick winners coming up here in about 10 minutes. The Mermaid Mattress Weather Center, a man who's I know he won the MC Hedrick at one point. Roger Pickett.
Stearns & Foster has been making America's best mattresses since 1846. When you buy one at Mermaid, we'll give you $300 in free merchandise at locally owned Mermaid Mattress.
For today, sunny to partly cloudy skies, a high of 56 and a low of 43 this evening. We'll have rain showers after midnight tonight. For tomorrow, cloudy skies with occasional rain showers, a high of 51 and a low of 35. And then on Sunday, cloudy skies. We'll have a morning high of 38 and temperatures will fall throughout the day. The low on Sunday evening is going to be 11. Yeah. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 23 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air radar, things are looking great out there. This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios. This is your home for the best mix, the best variety, and all the important information you need. Download the Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com. The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
The best mix, the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster.
President Biden is shortening sentences for some federal prisoners who he said would have received shorter sentences if they were convicted today.
With the commutations, President Biden has now issued more individual pardons and commutations than any other president in history. President Biden says he is commuting sentences for nearly 2,500 people serving prison time for nonviolent drug offenses.
Fox's Jared Halpern. Firefighters report more progress getting a handle on wildfires that have burned more than 60 square miles and more than 12,000 homes and other buildings.
Firefighters in Southern California will get a brief break from the winds and the dry conditions today through the weekend. But next week, we could see another Santa Ana wind event that could hamper efforts to control the large fires already burning.
Fox meteorologist Janice Dean, more than 170,000 people are currently under evacuation orders. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, good morning. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. One final reminder here, we have 3 of our area school systems closed this morning, and they are Polk, McMinn, and Meigs County schools are closed today. And you see, if you're watching TV, that's Aaron Weatherford's much better side, the back of his head. So that's very nice, very nice. We have a very special announcement here in just a moment. We will reveal for the first time the winners of the Chamber of Commerce Highest Awards. That is and there's the back of Griffin's head. That is going to be the MC Hedrick and the Robert W. Varnell Jr. Award. And we have been told that it's also Mike Griffin's resignation. And we pray to God that happens. So anyway, let's get on the local and state news. And then we're going to have that first announcement of our highest award in the Chamber of Commerce, which of course won't be as good as last year, but whatever. Let's get serious now. A Bradley County court hearing to determine whether Aubrey Preston will continue as emergency conservator for his father, Forrest L. Preston, has been postponed. Chancery Court Judge Jarrah Bryant rescheduled the hearing for March 3rd. However, there's going to be mediation next week. This story courtesy of the Chattanooga Times Free Press and then Tim Senyard in the Cleveland Daily Banner. Much more on this, and just a little refresher here. Aubrey Preston appointed emergency conservator in November, alleging that his 91-year-old father, the founder of Life Care, Forrest L. Preston, is suffering from dementia and is being abused, neglected, and financially exploited by his wife, Kim Preston, and her siblings. The lawsuit states that Kim has acquired millions of dollars in real estate and cash gifted by Forrest Preston, whose net worth is estimated at $1.4 billion, making him one of the richest people in the world. Cleveland Mayor Kevin Brooks delivered his State of the City address on Thursday to the Cleveland Kiwanis Club, highlighting growth, financial achievements, and public safety improvements. In Brooks' 4-hour address, just kidding, the mayor, say, I thought we were supposed to be serious. Griffin gets in here, and I can't be serious. Brooks credited the city council for balancing Cleveland's budget and moving 95% of the city's debt to low fixed rates, allowing key projects to proceed without raising taxes. The mayor said public safety remains a priority, said 11 new police officers, 8 new firefighters were added this year, upgraded the city's emergency systems with new license plate readers at entry points and more cameras downtown. Infrastructure improvements include the completed revitalization of Inman Street, plans for the 3rd Street Corridor project, which will streamline downtown traffic. They're going to remove 10 stoplights. Additionally, Paula Parkway is going to undergo a $2 million repaving project, fully funded by Chattanooga Gas and the state. The mayor noted that Cleveland is growing industrially, ranking 3rd in Tennessee for new manufacturing jobs in 2023. Plus, the new Greenway Nature Park at the former Rolling Hills Golf Course, state-of-the-art pickleball courts at Tinsley, and expected to boost sports tourism. Looked ahead to the redevelopment of the Cherokee Hotel, which will become City Hall later this year, improvements along 25th Street, and a lot more. You can watch the mayor's full address at mixtv.tv. And one more story here, and this is making a lot of headlines this morning statewide. Senator Marsha Blackburn has gained support for a possible run for governor of the state of Tennessee. Now here's the interesting part. Knox County Mayor Glenn Jacobs, now many of you, like, of course, Aaron Weatherford over here and Lisa, they're big professional wrestling fans. And so they remember Glenn Jacobs as Kane in the World Wrestling Federation. A lot of people expected Glenn Jacobs, who's now the Knox County Mayor, to run for governor. He's endorsing Senator Blackburn. A lot of people around the state talking about this morning, and he posted that on social media. So we'll see. Governor Bill Lee's second term ends in January 2027. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have, and I mean this very sincerely, the honor of revealing the top two winners of the highest honors, Mike Griffin, of the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce. And I want to go over to you, and if you're watching us on mixtv.tv, no, they are not the Bee Gees. This is, in fact, our two award winners, Mike Griffin.
They're here. They're here.
Tell us who they are for our radio audience.
We really appreciate you having us on and giving us this opportunity to make an early announcement before the meeting. Last year, and these are our two highest honors that we give out every year. I'll start with one. The first one that you kind of alluded to that you won last year, and last year it was sort of hard to come up with a winner, and I think we've kind of brought it back.
Yeah. Is that right?
From the low.
Is that right, Griffin?
Last year.
Is that right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
When you hear who won it this year, I think you'll agree with me.
Well, and I agree totally with you. Yeah, totally. Now we're back on track. Here we go.
Here we go. But our first award winner is someone who is very well known in this community. But to describe the award first, it's the Robert Varnell Jr. Leadership Award. And it is, we sort of look at a person and this award is very specific, that the winner of this award should stand out in their religious work in their church, and then in their workplace, and then in the community. And this year's award winner checks off all those boxes in a great way. And what he's done with legacy is a testament. If you go over, we went over yesterday to surprise him and let him know about it, and Barry was surprised.
Yes,
I think
I heard that actually from your assistant last night.
He actually was surprised, and we were glad he was surprised. But to see what he's done over there, just for one little segment of what you've done in your work, but then what he's done in the community, serving Westmore Church of God, and from teaching a Sunday school class all the way to all his works there, but then also what he's done on other boards in the community. So it's my honor, and I'm going to let him step in here.
Would you announce his name for the radio audience?
Mr. Barry Ray.
Barry Ray! Barry! Barry, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, Steve.
You are so deserving of this, and I tell you, just a lot of excitement about you receiving this. How's it make you feel?
Well, the shoes are bigger than I can handle from last year's one.
Actually, Barry, not really. Me and Griffin shop at the same place. The Tone Squire. All right. Barry, no kidding, though. God bless you, buddy. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I'm a blessed man, and get to do something that has some pretty cool consequences of serving the elderly, serving those we get to serve, and been very fortunate to have a lot of good people around us. And I came to Cleveland in the late 70s and have worked here most of the time for some really good leaders and entrepreneurs, and God has guided our path and opened doors that we didn't know existed, for us 20 years ago. And I did not know Mr. Varnell, but I read about him, and seeing, and in all seriousness, all the former winners, including you last year, Steve, is humbling to actually fill one of those places.
Well, it was the highest honor in all seriousness that I ever received.
And me too.
I when this community in this way and I did know him, and I know his son Rob, and I'll introduce you at some point to Rob. But this is a wonderful family. But Barry, you deserve this, buddy,
Yeah,
and
you're kind.
it's a great thing. It's a great thing. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I'm honored.
Looking forward to the 23rd. All right, Mike.
All right.
We've got another buddy of mine here that I am so glad this is finally happening. This is great. Go ahead.
Absolutely. And two more notes. Barry was nominated by Lyle Swartzel, who is also on our board, but also
Who also replaced me. Let's talk about that. Pipe down. What's wrong with you?
That's true.
That's Weatherford. So I was the what? Well, I don't even remember the title. What is it? What was I? What's Lyle?
Public Affairs Director.
Vice President of Public Affairs.
Vice Chair.
Vice Chair. And who? Okay, so
And one other note.
he replaced me, and now Barry's replacing me. So they work together.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That works out good. But that award, and I didn't mention this, has been presented since 1995, just to point that out. But to one-up that, we've got another award that we're going to talk about now, the MC Hedrick Free Enterprise Award. Okay, so this award has been presented since 1981. So there's a little bit longer list of former winners of this award. But this award is based more on what someone's done with a business. And so Isaac Libby.
My buddy, Isaac. It's about time.
Is this year's recipient. He was nominated by his team, really. His brother actually put together his nomination, and we were. It was a great experience yesterday to see him present this to him in front of his team.
What? How did he act?
And his family.
He hates this. He hates publicity so much.
And what he's done with his business, and I'll let him talk a little bit more
Yeah.
about that. But that's the testament of this man. So step in here and share your
Isaac Libby, the owner of Best Buy Metals. Isaac, congratulations, buddy. How do you feel about this?
Thank you, Steve. I tell you, it's a privilege, and I feel humbled by it and honored. I tell you what, when they come in yesterday, Mark and Lisa and Aaron, and they stepped into, I had no idea. I'm thinking they got the wrong place when they began to present.
Yeah.
And because, to tell you the truth, when I look at everything over the years, it really should go back to our team and to God for everything that He's allowed us to do. So, just very thankful over the years when I look back and see the things that was spoken about. It's really just thanking God for the guidance and direction, and really just for a good team that really deserves it rather than myself. And just really thankful for this and for the community and for the chamber and for all that they do. It's just been a big part of the entire community on our success in life and just what God's able to do. So thank you.
So Mike Griffin and I were talking about this, obviously filling me in because of this morning, and I said this. I said, Best Buy Metals, now everybody knows about them, but they don't really understand, and Isaac would never say this. He's going to get mad at me probably, I don't care. But Mike, it is truly one of the biggest businesses, okay, that is all over with multiple locations. We're talking
states.
Charlotte, Greenville, Dalton, Knoxville now. What am I missing? I'm missing one. Chattanooga, of course. And of course, but they are Asheville, North Carolina. They are so true. And well, Asheville and what he did and his team did for Hurricane Helene efforts was incredible. But they don't make a big deal out of this stuff. And what they're doing on South Lee Highway as the headquarters, go in there someday. And I dare say it's the biggest chamber coffee that you have of the year.
Every year.
I believe it's turned into that now.
Every year.
And I am so glad that the Chamber of Commerce is honoring this man and his family and his team because they do it the right way.
Right.
And so many people admire him and his family, and it's his family, he'll tell you that, and his team. But Mike, this is an example of a man who is leading a company, and Barry as well. Barry slipped up a few times. That's okay. But no. But honest, these men here, both of them, leading with the example of the Lord and doing things the right way.
That's right.
Unlike yourself.
That's right.
I knew Steve would say too much.
No. But no, these guys here, Mike, wonderful winners. All right, so let's talk about the big annual meeting.
And I'll say too that Barry has hosted our coffees as well. and we've had good crowds at your place too.
Yeah.
Just you know,
Nice
giving
sucking up to you, Barry. He wants you to host another one, obviously.
Giving Barry equal time.
Yes.
But
Mike,
lost
it's
my
Friday.
train of thought.
It is,
It's
your
Friday.
name is Mike Griffin.
No. I was going to say. I knew I was going there. I was going to say we decided, several years ago, to do this.
Yeah.
Do it this way,
Yeah.
and take the gotcha moment out of it, and give these guys a week now
Yeah.
to reflect and to put some thoughts together. We've given them both 1 minute. They can have a speech for 1 minute. I figure your introduction will probably take longer than Barry's speech.
Oh, because I get to present it. That's right.
Yes, you do.
I mean, that means I have to go.
I remember I remember last year people going, "Oh, you gave him a microphone." But anyway, but it does seem to help, and we've gotten some really.
It's
good,
a great idea.
I think so, and I appreciate you agreeing.
All right, do you still have room for people to come?
We have a little room. Yes. Yeah.
Lisa, you want to come? You talking?
You want to talk about that? Come on in.
Just Mark
pushing
here.
out of the way.
All right.
Oh, look, I just cleared the floor.
Lisa, good morning.
Good
She's
morning.
The real brains behind the operation.
Good morning. Thank you, Steve, for acknowledging that.
It's pretty obvious, anybody that knows. So, Lisa, let's fill in the details here.
Thursday, January the 23rd, 6 o'clock at the Pie Innovation Center, Boddeker Commons, the gymnasium there.
So it's a new location.
It
this
is.
year.
It's a new location. It's the first time we've had it there. We're real excited to have it there. So we do have some tables left, probably about 25 seats left. So, and the deadline is today. So call me at the chamber, 472-6587. Email us. Just get your tickets today. Now that you know who the winners are, you'll definitely want to come and see them both get presented.
So, and I'd say, there's going to be a flurry of interest now. So they call the chamber?
Yes, call the chamber, 472-6587.
Okay.
They can shoot me an email, lfain@clevelandchamber.com. Or they can get online. We have an event listing online, so they can register online.
It fills up every year. If you want to be a part
does.
of it, it's the biggest night in business of our year in this community. Cleveland Bradley Chamber Conference. I got to let Aaron Weatherford talk because people are still laughing from yesterday when you came on and
I heard
got
about
my
it.
coat. How did Baby Gap, which you say I shop at? Thank you. Have a coat that big that I had. Come on up. No,
come on, Aaron.
Big boy. Come on up. No, you got to.
Listen, I warned Mike. I said, don't let Steve bait you, okay? Don't let him bait you. This is important. These are very prestigious awards.
I know.
And you come in here and you start baiting him in there.
Yeah,
and he held on as long as he possibly could.
I know. I thought you were going to resign. That's what they told me. Anyway, Aaron, no kidding. This is a big deal, and my goodness, we got it right this year, didn't we?
Absolutely. With the applications that came in when these two rose to the top, it just made sense. We always submit an application, or we always put the application process out there for the community to really think about who in this community is moving the community in the right direction. This community isn't possible without certain people. It doesn't grow, without people committed to growth, committed to the community in a selfless way. And these awards are one way that we like to express that and acknowledge those individuals. And when their applications were chosen, because the staff aren't a part of the process. Former winners are the actual ones who choose the winners. So they look at the applications, and when Lisa told me, it's a domino effect. Not everybody knows right away, and then one person knows, and I know, and it just made sense. And I'm excited to be able to share these awards and give them to them, and to acknowledge them next week at the annual meeting.
And I encourage everybody to come, because when you hear their accolades, when you hear what all they've done next Thursday, you will be highly impressed. Yeah. I mean, this is just touching it, but
here's
you will
the
be
thing.
highly impressed.
When it comes to brands, you hear brands. You're like, oh, I know Coke. Oh, I know Legacy. I know Best Buy, right? You know them, but you don't really know them. And when they get a platform, and you actually, and when Lisa and I both, we're reading over what they've done and the impact they've made on the community. I don't know these things. I didn't realize it was to this extent. So you get to hear really, aside from the brands that are making.
Well, you see Isaac throwing a ball, Brew McCoy, for instance, with UT. I mean, and that's all we know. Isaac, you've got to give a speech. You realize this. You've got to make a speech.
Just for a minute.
No. There's a minimum. Anyway, he's going to do a Marlon Brando and say thank you and get off. But, and Barry, of course, he'll make up for the time. It's fine. Guys, no kidding, but I'm so proud of both of you. So just you guys deserve this so much. Thank you. And I'm honored to have the chamber do this each year. It's a great new tradition. Hey, Griffin, anything you want to say? Oh, we got to go. Okay. It is, that's it. The Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce. Lisa told us, folks, you want to be there on the 23rd. There's only about 25 seats left. You better hurry. Call the chamber, 423-472-6587, or go online or email Lisa. Back in a moment to a man who will never win anything. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
Hello, it's Medicare Minutes again with Medicare Misty. I am so excited to share some other good news with you. Medicare Minutes are hopefully going to be about all good news, but don't always count on it. But the other good news...
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $5.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $5.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything bright. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Vendor Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Vendor Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Vendor Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, vendor-realty.com.
This is Roy Michael Roman with RMR Legal PLLC, Cleveland's newest hometown 24/7 law firm for all your legal needs. Give us a call at 423-528-8484.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
910-3055. Tennessee Valley West.
Today's Best Mix, Best Variety, streaming worldwide. We are Mix 104.1 on a busy morning. 8:31, the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center is next.
Right now, get up to 5 years no-interest financing and free local delivery on Tempur-Pedic, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
For today, we'll have sunny skies to start and then a few afternoon clouds, a high of 56 and a low of 43. We'll have rain developing after midnight tonight. For tomorrow, cloudy skies with occasional rain showers, a high of 51 and a low of 35 tomorrow evening. And then on Sunday, cloudy skies. We'll start the morning off. Our high is going to be 38. Temperatures will fall throughout the day. The low Sunday evening will be 11. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 24 degrees. Taking a look at the central heat and air radar, things are looking great out there. By Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
If all of the kings had their queens on the throne, we would pop champagne and raise a toast to all of the queens who are fighting alone. Baby, you're not dancing on your own. Can't live without me.
I'm sure maybe a little chilly start to the day, but much like goodness, Clay, yesterday. I mean, I was honest to goodness regretting not playing golf yesterday.
It was the perfect day to be outside. We ended up hitting 58 here in Chattanooga, and compared to what we've had really for much of the month of January, yesterday was a really nice day, and today's going to be similar. So if you missed it yesterday, you got another chance today. Temperatures, yes, are cold. Everyone's at or below freezing, with the exception of Blue Ridge, still hanging on to 33 degrees. Likely to see these temperatures drop a few more degrees before the sun comes up, and then we're going to shoot back up into the mid to upper 50s. I wouldn't be completely surprised if someone hits 60 degrees across North Georgia, or maybe even here in Chattanooga as we get into your afternoon. High pressure still building in, but we're going to have a front that's going to start to form all across the southern plains. That's going to bring us some rain later tonight, but for the first part of the day, really most of your Friday, we're going to stay dry, and then late tonight into Saturday morning, that's when we're going to track our next round of rain. So enjoy the weather today because it is going to be beautiful. Here's a look at 6 o'clock. So still dry, a little bit of clouds starting to move in. Notice your timestamp here, about 11. Here comes the first of the rain, and we're going to have several waves moving through during the overnight. Now, not expecting anything severe, but there could be some heavier downpours, maybe a rumble of thunder. Rain continues through the middle of the morning tomorrow, and then we could have some additional showers during the afternoon, but a bulk of the rain is going to be done by the time we get into the afternoon on Saturday. So Saturday morning, going to be pretty wet. The afternoon still going to be dreary, but temperatures will gradually start to drop late Saturday into your Sunday as that cold front passes off to the east. So the latest rainfall totals likely to be around 1/2 of an inch. Some areas could pick up a little bit more, some a little bit less, just depending on where the heaviest rain sets up as we move into early Saturday. But of course, the big story on everyone's mind is going to be the bitterly cold air on our way. Now, still monitoring the potential for winter weather at some point next week. Very cold air mass going to be in place, but it looks like the storm track is going to be further to the south. And what that means for us is we have a better chance of staying cold and dry. So here comes that Arctic air. It's going to begin moving in on Sunday, and Sunday temperatures are going to drop very quickly. We're going to continue to see that Arctic air penetrating further to the south as we move into early next week. By Tuesday, that cold air and Arctic high pushes the storm track into the Gulf of Mexico or suppresses it for us. So if this cold air didn't surge quite this
way,
Brought to you by Wright Pediatric Dentistry, now open in Cleveland on Paul Huff Parkway behind McAllister's, accepting new patients. Call Wright Pediatric Dentistry at 423-910-3055.
It's time to get a check here at 8:35, and we've got some live music about to happen in our studio of our Simmons Bank celebration, Liz. What's happening?
Okay, happy birthday to State Representative Kevin Raper today. Also, Aubrey Spangler celebrating her birthday today. Casey Masingo also celebrating. Lyle Swartzel is having a birthday today. That's from his wife, Seema. And then their son, Joel Swartzel, is celebrating on Sunday, a teacher at Cleveland High School, and also the men's and women's soccer coach. Dr. Nancy Blank is celebrating tomorrow. Robert Thompson, Logan Thompson, celebrating a birthday tomorrow. Eric Gardner owner of Volunteer Ridapest, celebrating on Sunday. Stacy Mullins is having a birthday tomorrow. Erica Miller is celebrating on Sunday. Our friend Carmen Lastoria is having a birthday today. He is 39. And then David and Cora Shope, they are celebrating their 46th wedding anniversary today. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The Volunteer Ridapest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have something for everyone to help you manage your finances with ease and security. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
All right, coming up here in just a minute, we got some live music, and we're looking forward to this, plus a big show to tell you about, all coming up in a moment. Larry and the Town Squire greeting 2025 with a selection of merchandise that's never been better. Items like Southern Point, Coastal Cotton, Volunteer Traditions, Vineyard Vines, Southern Tide.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
At CHI Memorial, hello human kindness. Lady Vols got a big win last night, 86-73 over Mississippi State. At the Australian Open, Coco Gauff, Tommy Paul, Carlos Alcaraz all advanced, among many others. High school wrestling last night. Cleveland High School defeated Walker Valley 76-0. We have the basketball finals from Lake Forest last night. They played Hunter Middle School as the JV Lake Forest JV girls over Hunter 38-8. Lake Forest JV boys 51-12 over Hunter. Lake Forest girls varsity defeated Hunter 56-23, but the Hunter boys varsity team beat Lake Forest 39-31. We've got a very special broadcast today at 4 o'clock. It will be the Bradley Central High School Bearettes, one of the top 5 teams in the nation. They will be playing at the IMG Academy in Orlando. They will be playing the number 1 team in the nation. Later today, Montverde Academy, the Eagles, at 4 o'clock. Now, we're going to carry that on the radio and Mix TV. That will be on ESPN Cleveland, 101.3. with Gary Owenby at 4 o'clock. Also, we'll be on mixtv.tv, and we're partnering with the Bradley Central High School TV network, the BCHS Bear Network. Our buddy Gwen Schroyer, we appreciate him and the network. We'll come back tomorrow. Bradley, the Barretts, back at the IMG Academy in Orlando tomorrow. Live coverage. They'll play another top team, Central Point Christian Academy, 2 o'clock. Now, that'll be TV only tomorrow because of our radio schedule tomorrow, 2 o'clock on mixtv.tv. Our coverage all supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. And the NFL Divisional Playoffs. We have a doubleheader tomorrow. All games on ESPN Cleveland 101.3, our sister station. Texans at the Chiefs tomorrow, Saturday, 4:30 ABC. Commanders at the Lions tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on Fox. Rams at Eagles Sunday at 3 o'clock on NBC. And the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills Sunday night, 6:30 on CBS. Sports sponsored in part by Solutions Finance of Tennessee. All right, now come on up, guys. We're joined by some special guests here. We have, where am I getting that hum? It's always the audio. There we go. We have Sierra Ralston is with Seepins on Central. Solutions Finance of We're just all breaking down here. You guys want to step over the microphone there? We have Sierra. We also have Kevin Castro. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning. Good to see you.
Kevin, you can grab that microphone while it's there. There you go. That's fine. Just grab it off there. Why don't you guys share that mic, actually? All right. So, Sierra, I want to begin with you. Tell us, first of all, about Seepins on Central. There we go.
We're the only music listening room for miles, basically, and we love to have people like Ashton come by and do shows on the weekends. We do shows every Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. This weekend, it's going to be a $10 entry fee, so it's not going to be expensive, and it's going to be a great show, especially with Ashton there.
Certainly so. Kevin Castro is also here. Kevin, tell me a little more about this and about Seepins.
Well, it's a great venue. You know, I'm 4 months. I'm a transplant here, and I've had the opportunity to meet Wes and be a part of this amazing venue. And if you guys haven't been to it, it is great. And I can say, someone who loves music, I can't wait to hear you this morning. It's exciting, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. And especially with this young lady.
Did you hear that he's been playing since he was 3 years old?
3 years old.
That's incredible. I'm really excited about listening to
we were like, are you nervous? He said, no, I got this. I got this.
It's fun.
No, it's a great place. I really recommend everyone to come out there. I really want this to grow.
Yeah, and Kevin, you're pretty accomplished yourself. Tell me a little about yourself.
You're terrible.
California Kevin.
It's
California Kevin.
No, I spent 30 years in LA and doing a whole bunch of television and movie stuff. And
you played on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno?
Well, I worked there. I was an associate director there, so we did a whole bunch of comedy and worked with a whole bunch of actors. And we had a great time. I'm still very close with all those people back there, but my heart goes out to them now. It's so sad to see what went on, but.
So I was in Lake Arrowhead for about 5 years.
Really?
I'm from Cleveland, but we moved out there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it there.
They tried to get us out of the state of Tennessee. I was 9. So anyway. And tell me about yourself, Sierra. How did you get involved in all this?
Honestly, a friend introduced me to Wes, and then he hired me on as an assistant, and I help out with little details of everything with his businesses. So I just really enjoy working for him, though.
So big question is, where is Seepins on Central? How can people find it?
75 Central Avenue, Northwest Cleveland, Tennessee. So you just come downtown, basically. We are by the wig shop.
Yes, I know exactly now. And a lot of people from Cleveland.
Y'all can find it that way.
A lot of people will, exactly. A lot of people know. So you do regular shows, you said Fridays and Saturdays, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And then are there things during the week, anything people can come by and take part in?
Wes does music lessons. He actually can play pretty much any instrument. I don't know why my hands are shaking. Bear with me. I'm sorry.
You're all right. You're fine.
You're Steve Hartline.
A rumor to be. That's a total rumor. And I do want to say my buddy Wes is he lost his mom. And my goodness, Wes, we're praying for you. I'm sure you'll go back and watch this. but he's a wonderful man. And so, all right. So tonight, 7 o'clock at Seepins on Central. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
And so it's a big show. And tell me about what people are going to see tonight.
Basically, you're going to see a big crowd more than likely here to see Ashton. And, I mean, we're going to have probably a barista, maybe?
Possibly.
Possibly. We might have a barista there. We'll have snacks and drinks.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
And I know Ashton, so Ashton's one of my son Holden's best friends. And we love Ashton and his family, and so glad to have Allison and Dan here, as always. And we're fighting the wars right now with these boys, I guarantee you. But Ashton is so accomplished in the banjo. And I know, Dan, he played on RFD TV this past summer. What are a couple other things that you'd say? National Beta Club champion is a huge honor. And so how old are you? Are you 12?
Yeah, I'm 12, about to turn 13.
When?
March 28th.
Look out, ladies. Here he comes. And I understand they're watching at TCPS. So
He's going to be a lady killer.
There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt. All right. So let's, if we put the mic back there, thank you guys very much. And then we're going to get this set up. And Ashton's been here before. He's going to play tonight at 7 at Seepins on Central. And every time Ashton comes in and plays for us, we get a big reaction. And so what are we going to hear first here, Ashton?
Well, I thought we would start off with a slower song, then go out with the bang. So
let's do it, buddy. It's over to you, Ashton Murray. Ashton, I just got word from Jared Tully, the head of school at TCPS. They're watching right now. Hello to the 8th graders. They're watching. He sent me a picture of the screens in there, the 8th grade retreat. Hey, 8th graders, go ahead and quit school. You've learned enough. It's fine. Just get out there on the job. Come on, we need you. All right. Ashton, we've got one more. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go out with a bang here.
Okay.
Ashton Murray, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations on all of your accomplishments, Ashton.
Thank you.
We're so proud of you, buddy. And you want to invite everybody down tonight?
Oh yeah, I'd be glad to have you there.
Yeah, at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, Seepin's on Central.
Tell me about Seepin's on Central. I know you and your family, your dad's told me a lot about it.
It's a great place if you want to just relax and hear some great music. I know they have some jazz there sometimes, bluegrass. They have a little bit of everything. Wes Seepins is a great guy. Yeah.
He's all right. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, he's fine. He wrote a song one time about Tom Rowland. I know Tom's watching right now, our former mayor. So, Mayor Emeritus, excuse me. But anyway, hey, Ashton, we're looking forward to it. 7 o'clock tonight. You guys come on back just for a second, if you will. How do we get more information about Seepins on Central? So is there a website or any Facebook or anything?
He actually has 2 Facebooks. The first one is in all caps, Seepins on Central, and the other one is just written regularly.
Okay.
And we post our shows on there, but most of the time we just have people stop by because they're curious.
Yeah.
And we have the sign on the door. We also have one in Lassiter's for the shows.
Oh,
so we would love for y'all to stop by.
Okay, and just tell him now TikTok may be going away. So I don't know if you've heard.
That hurts.
I know. Tell him to get off TikTok. Kevin, come on back, Kevin. It's a pleasure meeting you, buddy.
Hey, thank you so much for having us. You were amazing.
Isn't he great?
For tonight. Please come down. Please support. It'll be fun.
Downtown Cleveland, Seepins on Central, as Sierra said, next to the wig shop. So, which everybody knows. Everybody knows where that is. That's great. Thanks, guys. Great to see you. We'll come right back with more in just a moment. Our friend Andrea Boddeker is on the way in. Is she here? Card My Yard. It's going to be good. But Teddy Swims is next. Mix 1041.
Did you know that 6,100 students under the age of 18 vape for their very first time every day? It's time to make a change. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Dad, what are you working on?
Oh, just my New Year's resolutions.
Okay, and what are they?
Well, number 1, spend more time with my grandchads. Number 2, help people sleep better. Finally get that back tattoo I've been thinking about.
Kids, don't listen to Papa. He's being silly.
Right now, get up to 5 years no-interest financing and free local delivery on Tempur-Pedic, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
Welcome to Infinity of Chattanooga, with an expansive inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Infinity products. Make sure Infinity of Chattanooga is on your list of places to shop when it's time for your next vehicle. Sporty coupes, comfortable sedans, and spacious SUVs. Infinity of Chattanooga has it all. Shop online at infinityofchattanooga.com or take a test drive at Infinity of Chattanooga, just off I-75 at the Lee Highway exit.
This is Roy Michael Roman with RMR Legal PLLC, Cleveland's newest hometown 24/7 law firm for all your legal needs. Give us a call at 423-528-8484.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. One of the most intimidating things in the truck buying process is you just don't want to talk to people sometimes. Don Ledford Chevrolet just isn't that place. And that's my favorite thing about this property is you just feel like a friend. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships in Cleveland and the Chattanooga area. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
Ready? If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $5.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $5.99 original bag, only at Hardee's.
Hi, my name is Addison and I am from Bradley Central. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
449 Teddy Swims on Mix 104.1. And we've got our friends Andrea Boddeker, Taja West. It's Card My Yard. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Good morning. How are you doing? Hey, Steve.
I'm doing great. And first of all, Andrea, in case people don't know what it means, what's Card My Yard all about?
Yeah, so Card My Yard, they are yard greeting signs. So they're like 12 to 16 feet, maybe 4 feet tall. They're huge statement pieces, so we can put them in a front yard. We can put them on the sidewalk in front of a school, at a business. We did one last year for your birthday at the chamber and then brought it over here.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, it was lots of fun. So, yeah, we just can specialize the signs to say pretty much anything that you want. And then we've got lots of fun graphics that we can add in to personalize the signs. So,
and Taja, you're now with Card My Yard. How long have you been involved here?
We started with her in mid-November. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
So Taja, tell me a little more about this.
We're excited. One of the campaigns we wanted to do, we love involving the community and just getting the word out and just helping people celebrate. And we thought for the 100th day of school, that's such a big deal in all the local elementary schools, what if we ran a contest and let people vote for their favorite elementary school, and the winner will get to have a free 100-day Smarter sign placed in front of their school to help them celebrate next Friday.
Oh, that's neat, yeah.
So we started the voting, I guess it's been going for about a week. Today. I think today's a week. Today's a week. And we have had a tremendous response from people. Huge. Yeah, it's been great. The voting has been like going crazy. We've had schools post it to their pages. So I did a tally last night to see at this point who's ahead.
Okay.
The Charleston is leading right now. Yeah, Charleston is in you're first, in the lead. Like Hold your way, lead. Yes. And Blythe Bower is a close second.
Wow.
And then Parkview and Hopewell. So those are the top 4 right now.
All right.
But the way you can vote, you go to our page. We've got the post is pinned to the top of our Facebook page, and you need to like and follow us on Facebook, and then like the post. Tag your favorite school, and then you need to share that post on your page.
Okay.
And we're going to run the contest for another week. About a week, we'll end Wednesday, and we're going to tally all the votes up Wednesday night, and then we'll make the big announcement Thursday morning and announce the school who won, and then we'll contact them to make arrangements to
Well, I'll tell you
set the
what.
sign up.
Can I invite you back to do it here?
Yeah, let's do that. Yes.
Let's do it here.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thursday morning. Oh, no, thank you. Thursday morning. Let's do that here. Andrea, now, by the way, we're joined by Andrea Boddeker and Taja West. It is, what? Did I say something funny?
No. Well, yes, you're always funny. You know that.
Well, all of a sudden, they just started laughing. What's wrong with you, Andrea? I've known you so long. Hey, what you've got? You've got yeah, I know, I understand.
I know.
You've got an annual thing you're working on too, something for the whole year. Is that right?
Yes. So we're gonna do a monthly free birthday sign giveaway. We're gonna run lots of campaigns and promotions this year, all year long. But we wanted to start a free birthday giveaway every month. So we're running that on social media too. And same situation, we'll have the post pinned to our page. Yes. And then you comment on the post the date for that month. Okay. So for instance, my birthday is on Sunday. So if I wanted to do
real?
I am getting younger actually. It's got Benjamin Button going on.
Benjamin Button. Put Andrea Boddeker on the list.
I'm going backwards.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But anyway, so I would just comment on the post January 19th, and then we will choose a winner.
A really sly way to let everybody know it's your birthday.
I know, right?
Man, that was really neat. I need to work that in too.
When's
your birthday,
I really love
Taja?
cupcakes. And Mine cookies. was in December, so
well, hey,
I have a
still,
whole other year.
We're still in the area. That's fine. But they can do that on your page?
Yeah, on our page. The post is there, and we're doing it for a month ahead. This is a campaign that we thought of. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do January birthdays this year, so we'll look to do them. I know you're out. You don't get a sign.
You know what, though? I always get a sign in my yard for my birthday. So
the campaign will be for February birthdays. So if they can go to our post, our Facebook page, and that's pinned at the top as well, and like the post, share the post, comment your February birth date, and you also, in order to participate in that one, you do have to be in our service area, and we only service Bradley County. So
something else that's important to note. So you don't just have to book a sign for yourself. You can book a sign for a friend. Like I could say, pretend your birthday was February 10th. I could put February 10th in, and if I won, I can say, hey, Card My Yard, I want you to set that sign in my friend's house.
And it's a great way to surprise somebody.
Oh, great way to surprise somebody.
Walk out to their front yard.
Do they need to be positive messages? Because I've got some other ideas. You know,
Yes,
for
Steve.
instance, maybe some of my neighbors, I could say, time to move, or
Mow your lawn.
or mow your lawn.
Yeah.
Or we
Things
could, you know what? City codes. We could. Hey, city codes. They're listening.
Clean it up.
Clean this dump up. Hey, come on, codes. They're actually watching.
The moral of the story for us is we do like to spread joy, Steve.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of our caption.
we
like
could
to-
we could add a smiley face at the end, and that would be joyful.
Or maybe it's time to see a divorce lawyer.
Oh no!
we have had some of the other franchises have had people want to do congratulations on your divorce, but
we have actually set up a finally divorced sign. We did do that.
Okay.
It was a celebration for that person, and they were very excited. You know, we can do all kinds of creative stuff. We can get creative with your negative message.
Thank you. We're not. Our Bridget's motto is we're not happy until you're not happy, and that's just terrible. All right, Andrea Boddeker, Taja West. It's Card My Yard. Hey, what's the Facebook page? What's it called?
It's Card My Yard, Cleveland, Tennessee.
That's what I figured. So Cleveland, Tennessee on there.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. Looking forward to it. So you'll come back Thursday.
Yes.
Is that this
That's
week?
great. Yeah,
next,
thank you.
Yeah, next Thursday,
Come
the
back.
23rd.
Yeah, 23rd.
Yeah. So come back and announce it if you will.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies,
Thanks,
very
Steve.
much. All right, Bridget, let's do one final check of our Simmons Bank celebration list, and we're going to wrap things up here this morning.
Okay, happy birthday to State Representative Kevin Rayford today. Also, Aubrey Spangler is celebrating. Casey Masingo celebrating a birthday today as well. Lyle Swartzel is having a birthday today. That is from his wife, Seema. Joel Swartzel, their son,
Is having a birthday
Hang
on Sunday.
So
Yep.
your mic was off.
Oh,
We're getting
goodness.
this hum in the studio, and I don't know how to work the equipment. So
Here we go again.
we only what you're. Oh, is that right? You don't
Here
wanna
we go.
See, this is the real Bridget.
I was actually on the fifth one.
This is how she talks about you people. I want you to see this.
I'm talking about them.
Even though it's your birthday.
Talking about you. Here we go.
I'll help you. Representative Rayford.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Kevin. We'll get you some Rebel gravy. Of course, hey, Chip, will you do some Rebel gravy for your brother-in-law? And then what else?
Aubrey Spangler,
we
happy
love
birthday.
Aubrey.
Casey Masingo, Lyle Swartzel from his wife.
Could not care less. But
Their son, Joel Swartzel, on Sunday. He's a teacher at Cleveland High School, the men's and women's soccer coach. Dr. Nancy Blank celebrating tomorrow. Robert Thompson with Logan Thompson celebrating tomorrow. Eric Gardner, owner of Volunteer Ridipest, celebrating on Sunday. Stacy Mullins celebrating tomorrow. Erica Miller is on Sunday. Carmen Lastoria is 39 today. David and Cora Shope celebrating their 46th wedding anniversary today. Colton Terry is celebrating on Sunday. Teresa Massey is celebrating on Sunday. When did Andrea say her birthday was? I missed that.
I wasn't really listening.
Well, happy
no,
birthday,
it's Sunday.
Sunday, Andrea Boddeker, happy birthday. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us for Monday. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list at Simmons Bank. They're with you every step of the way. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
All right, let's put a wrap on it here. It's been an extremely busy morning, Bridget.
Yes, it has.
We haven't even said good morning to Fruit Loops. Hey, Fruit, you working today? You there?
Yeah, I'm back here.
Need to quit smoking. Hey, listen, no kidding. I do want to mention before we go off the air that we have this special coverage with the Bradley Central High School Bearettes later today. They are in Orlando, Florida at the IMG Academy. and they're going to play the number 1 team in the nation, which is Montverde Academy. Brett, you care to look that see where they are from? Montverde, I think it's Florida, but Montverde Academy Eagles at 4 o'clock today. That'll be on mixtv.tv and ESPN Cleveland 101.3. But aren't we working with Gwen Schroyer at Bradley on this?
Yes, yeah. So we'll be covering the game. We'll be streaming it out on mixtv.tv, and they'll also be streaming it out on the Bear Network. So we'll have Gary here at the studio. You know, we offered to send Gary to Florida, but he said he's not ready for retirement. He didn't want to get.
Oh. It sounds like Mrs. Heartline denied the trip, is what it sounds like.
I'll go cover the game.
Yeah, Bridge is all of a sudden a sports fan.
Yes, so they're actually near Orlando, just west of Orlando.
Oh, so that's a home game for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're the number 1 team in the nation.
Wow.
Montverde Academy Eagles. So they're going to play, the Bearets will play them at 4 o'clock. We'll have that on ESPN Cleveland 101.3 and mixtv.tv. Again, partnering, and thank you very much, Gwen Troy and the Bradley Network. And then tomorrow, Saturday, will be TV only, as the Bearets will play Central Point Christian Academy at 2 o'clock on mixtv.tv, all supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. We'll have all of the NFL divisional playoff games also tomorrow and Sunday on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. So very busy. Anything, Bridget, you've got a couple big broadcasts tomorrow. Why don't you tell us what you're up to tomorrow?
That's right. I'll be at Whirlpool tomorrow. They're hosting a big job fair from 9 to 12, located at 2525 Benton Pike. You can join us for interviews and on-the-spot job offers. All positions available, first and second shift, $18.85 per hour. Benefits available day 1 to the big job fair at Whirlpool is tomorrow from 9 to 12. I'll be there beginning at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And then I'll be live with our friends at Cleveland Ford and Crazy Craig. We're going to be at Cleveland Ford from 12:30 till 2:30 tomorrow. Of course, there's South Lee Highway right there at the bypass.
Yeah, and I got a lot of special things happening there, including trying to fire Crazy Craig. I think they're going to do that on the air tomorrow, so it'll be fun. All right, that's it. Hey, Fruit Loops, anything you need to add here before we go?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Bridget, anything you'd like to add before we go?
No, thanks. Happy Friday.
All right, so that's it for us. Stay tuned. Mike Lee will be back this afternoon with you at 3 o'clock. He's going to have some contest he's doing on the Mix Afternoon Drive with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. All right, we'll see you soon. God love all of yous.